Catherine here, Life After Money. So, what I want to know is, what about this cashless society thing that I keep reading about? It was only in the newspapers this week how people have now got to pay bridge tolls with a mobile phone. They've got to pay parking with a mobile phone, a smartphone presumably. I don't actually have a smartphone. I have a bog standard little Nokia, which is for text and phone calls. I do not want a smartphone. So if I went to London, how would I pay for my parking? How would I cross the Dartford crossing? Because I can't do it with my phone. I think we ought to really hold on to cash. Cash is king in my book, because cash you can actually see. It is a physical thing. I have a purse. I have cash in it. I always make sure I've got some cash, right? Coins, a couple of notes in there. So I keep this cash with me wherever I go. I take out as much cash that I know I'm going to need. I do have a card in there for emergencies if I want to spend a little bit more than the cash I've got. But basically it's cash for me all the way. So how do you teach children about money if there is no money? Say we all went to a cashless society, which to be honest I don't think is possible. But how can you teach children about money? How can you tell them that there's no money left in the purse when they say, "Mum, can I have?" And you say, "We've got no money left, the purse is empty." But then they say, "Well, you've got plastic, you can pay with plastic." Not a good idea to do all your shopping with plastic when you've taken children with you, because they don't see that that is money. Money on paper is just a load of numbers, not actual cash in the purse. It's different. It's two different things. I'm a bit number blind, to be honest. I can't understand reams and reams of numbers, lists of numbers. So I do a lot of my transactions with cash. My utility bill has just arrived, right? It is quarterly. I do not have direct debits for this. I want to use the gas and the electricity first, and then I want to pay it on a quarterly basis. Now I will take my money and my bill into the post office, and I will give them either cash or a cheque. I don't want them robbing me, my bank account, taking it out on a direct debit or a standing order. So I pay cash for my utilities. My credit card. Now my credit card, right, yes, I have one credit card. I could spend £3,100 on this credit card. I don't ever spend that much on it. I don't ever need that much on it. Well, I say don't ever. There is maybe a couple of occasions every 2 to 3 years. If I change my car, I will maybe put a great big chunk of it on the credit card, because then I get the points. But then I only put it on the credit card when I know I've got the cash in the bank. So this 3,100 is not my money. A lot of people are a bit confused about that. They think that that number there means it is money you can spend. That is a debt. You are taking on a debt if you go up to that amount. You are taking on a debt if you don't pay it off every month. My statement comes every month. I pay it off because I've got the cash in the bank. Right? Cash is king, remember. Cash. My bank statement I get in the post. I do not do internet banking. I don't want to. I don't want to look at a screen. I don't want to be logging in, checking this, checking that. My direct debits are very few and far between. I know exactly what's coming out of my bank when it's coming out. I do try and keep it to a minimum. So there are a couple of things on direct debit, but my statement is very brief because I withdraw cash out of the bank and pay for a lot of things with cash. There's a lot of transactions now going on online. I don't buy anything online. Why would I need to? To me, that is not actually spending money. You maybe look at a website and think, oh yeah, I fancy that. Oh look, it's only 50 quid, it's only 200 quid, it's only 2,000 quid. Oh well, I can afford that. But actually, you probably can't afford it. But if you don't check how much cash you've got, if you don't read your bank statements to see what the number is at the bottom, the balance of actual cash you've got in the bank, then you're probably lulling yourself into a false sense of security. I know exactly how much cash I've got. Contactless cards. I've got a card, I can use it contactless, but I won't. I will not. Just one more way that these big conglomerate companies could get more information out of you. They want to know your spending habits, you see. They want you to have cards. They want you to have contactless. They want you to use your phones, because then it gives them a better picture of what you're spending your money on, when you're spending it, where you're spending it. And then that means they can bombard you with more advertising and more offers and buy this, buy that. No, I want cash. You know, I don't need them to tell me what I'm supposed to be spending my money on. I don't want the adverts. I don't want the adverts anywhere around me. I just don't want to see adverts. I ignore them everywhere. I ignore anything that comes in the post, anything on the screen, anything in magazines or anything. Ignore the adverts. Right, so this is me anyway. I'm probably a bit of a Luddite, but I don't care because I know exactly how much money I've got at any one time because I'm careful. I have cash. Cash is king. Tell children that the purse is empty and there's no more money to spend. Make them believe that you need cash to be able to spend cash. You can't spend a figure on a statement, right? £3,100. You can't spend that if you haven't got the means to pay for it. Oh God, it's so frustrating, you know. Give your kids lessons. Sit them down at the table. Open your purse. Open your bills. Explain to them how much things cost and how much money you've got coming into the house and how much money you have to pay out. And then see what's left. And then tell them, I'm sorry, there's no money left. That's the best thing you can do for your kids. When they want something, say, sorry, we've got no money left. That's the only way to be kind, and so that they will grow up understanding that money doesn't grow on trees. Okay, end of lecture. Goodbye.